Hello everybody, this is my 100 sub Q&A answer video in response to my previous video where I was asking questions. First and foremost, I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas with my friend here, Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo. Howdy ho! Merry Christmas! Mr. Hanky, kick ass! Alright, so let's go to the questions here. The first question is from Zach D. Hey Zach. He says, do you think In Flames will ever go back to their old sound? I personally don't think they will ever go back to their old sound because most of the old In Flames members left because of the direction that Anders Frieden was taking the band, and In Flames has already progressed into a rock band since Sounds of a Playground Fading was released. Alright, so Zach's second question was, do you think they'll come out with another album in 2018 or 19, or do you think their career is over? That's an interesting question. I think they might have one more album left in them because they have a newly formed band right now with new band members. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Joe Ricard is an amazing drummer. He did amazing things for Red, but I don't think his style of music necessarily fits In Flames. But I think they have at least one more album because I think eventually they want to spend time with their families and call it quits because they're getting old. So I think they have one more album left in them. So question number 3, top 10 favorite albums of all time. Well, that's a tough question, Zach. I wrote here on a piece of paper my top 10 favorite albums of all time in no particular ranking or order. So it's like a mixed list. So I'll give you my top 10 albums. Number 1, In Flames, Sounds of a Playground Fading. Number 2, In Flames, Digestion Race. Number 3, Rain Time, Psychromatic. Number 4, All That Remains, The Fall of Ideals. Number 5, Iron Maiden, Brave New World. Number 6, Devil Driver, Pray for Villains. Number 7, Devil Driver, The Last Kind Words. Number 8, Children of Bodom, Hate Breeder. Number 9, Children of Bodom, Follow the Reaper. Number 10, Trivium, Ascendancy. And the fourth question Zach asked me was, what 3 metalcore bands do you like? I like Trivium, All That Remains, and Atreyu. I think Atreyu is one of the best metalcore bands of all time because they have a pretty solid sound and they made pretty consistent albums over the last decade or so. And old Trivium metalcore was really good, like Ascendancy, Amber to Inferno, even in Waves. And All That Remains, like The Fall of Ideals, was probably one of the best metalcore albums of all time. So those are 3 metalcore bands I like. Alright, so looks like I've taken care of that. Now, Monica LW says, hey Monica, since you play Xbox, what are your overall thoughts about PlayStation or PC gaming? Oh, let's think about this one for a second. I first started playing on PC video games and like Super Nintendo when I was growing up. I even had a PlayStation 1, but I don't believe in this whole console war thing. I believe you should play what system you like and enjoy it. I think all systems are equal. They have their advantages and disadvantages. I have a PS4 myself. I think the PS4 is better than Xbox in the terms it has better single player games and campaign games. But PlayStation, like I said, I have a PS4. It is a solid system and has many advantages that it's better than Xbox in many ways. In many ways as well. And PC gaming, I used to play games like Command & Conquer, Warcraft, Starcraft, Diablo on PC a lot. I used to like PC gaming a lot when I was younger, but when I grew older I got more into console gaming. So just to answer your question one more time, I have no objections to people playing PlayStation gaming or PC gaming. I think if a game is good, if the platform system is good, it's worth playing. So yeah, I'm not all into console wars and none of that bullshit. So yeah, so I think Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, they're all equal. Play whatever you want, and I enjoy PlayStation myself. I have quite a few games, and they're really good. They have really good single player campaign games. They have really good exclusive games. Okay, so Xbox Player Dude asks me, hey Xbox Player Dude, how do you feel if they made Halo Reach 2 and Modern Warfare in the near future? Yeah, that's an interesting question. I would be excited about a Halo Reach 2 if Bungie was making it instead of 343. In my opinion, 343 kind of ruined Halo, and they took it down to the ground. They actually burned it down pretty bad. So I'm not as big as Halo as I used to be, but a Halo Reach 2 would be a great idea if they can make it right, because I thought Halo Reach was one of the best Halos ever made. But like I said, Bungie is not making Halo anymore. It's 343, and 343 does a doo-doo job of making Halo games. So Modern Warfare 4. I love Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty on boots, on grounds. I'm playing a lot of WW2. So I think Modern Warfare 4 would be a terrific idea if they could pull it off, and I think they probably will in the future. So I'm all for a Modern Warfare 4, and I would be really hyped if they made one, because Modern Warfare was probably the best Call of Duty series, and it has a lot of solid games in that franchise. So Feeding the Machine Red 2605 asks, hey dude, he asked, do you listen to any rock? Yeah, I like bands like Nirvana, Alter Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Van Halen, AC/DC. I was listening when I was younger. I was listening to rock, alternative rock, punk rock, and I somehow transitioned into a metalhead over the years. It kind of didn't happen overnight, but it slowly happened. But I do like a lot of rock bands, and I do respect the rock genre. And I have one last final 2 questions that someone wrote to me, and they sent me a personal message on my YouTube channel for these questions to be answered. Mr. Wiggles. Yes, right, Mr. Wiggles. Fucking Mr. Wiggles, woo! Yeah. Okay, Mr. Wiggles is asking me a question, and his first question is, what inspired you to play drums? Wow, that's a really good question, Mr. Wiggles. What inspired me to play drums? Some things that what inspired me to play drums was Travis Barker and Blink-182. When I was in my early teenage years, I really liked Blink-182 a lot, and I thought Travis Barker was a phenomenal drummer. The first ever concert I went to was a Blink-182 concert back in 2004, and I just loved Travis Barker's performance, and I really wanted to be like him. He was my hero. I idolized him at the time, for drumming at least. So Blink-182 was one of the reasons why I got into drumming. What kept me into drumming was playing with people, making friends at school who were musicians, getting into metal and getting into the metal genre. That's what kept me into drumming. But what inspired me to play drums, I would have to say, was Blink-182 and Travis Barker's drumming. I have much respect for him and much respect for Blink-182. I still listen to them from time to time. Second question, what was your favorite all-time concert you've ever been to? Wow, that's another great question, Mr. Wiggles. You're very smart, Mr. Wiggles. You're very smart. Alright, so my favorite concert of all time would have to be when I saw Children of Bodom back in 2009 on their Blood Drunk tour in Toronto. Children of Bodom is probably my favorite metal band of all time. I used to rock the shit out of them. I used to air guitar, air drum always. I really liked Alexei Leo and Jaska Rotkinen, the members of Children of Bodom, the drummer and lead guitarist singer. They inspired me a lot, and they kept me in the metal genre. And Children of Bodom opened me up to so many bands in the metal genre. But that concert I went to in 2009 was just amazing. They performed amazing. The crowd was amazing. I had a really good time, and I'll never forget it. I've seen Children of Bodom 3 times live, and that concert, the Sound Academy back in 2009, was probably the best concert I have ever been to. So yeah. And alright, this is my 100 sub Q&A video. If you have any more questions for me, leave a question in the comment section below and I'll respond to you in the YouTube video. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much. A big thank you to my subscribers. You guys rock. You guys keep me going. You keep me wanting to make more YouTube videos. You keep me motivated. So thank you so much. Merry Christmas everyone, and bye bye.